how much presents. No, do drop, how unfortunate. It's nice to make it a good chunk of distance before getting into a fight. I hit A a bit late. Had a poor slide. Oh well. Far from the end of the world. I don't want to hug the walls too tight. I guess the cliffs, the ledges, whatever you want to call them. You could get boxed in. That would be most unfortunate. It's not bad. I mean, there really weren't that many fights. And I did want to get a fight like right outside Dondra. To maximize agility gain. And we have to walk out of here the long way, which takes 20-25 seconds, because we need the other wings to come back to Dondra later after Zels to pick up a couple of spirits that are as yet accessible. Already at 17 agility, that's nice. And I had 923, my first completed run of any percent no major glitches. Technically it's a little bit better of a time because of the, oh wow, 5 bats right off the bat. But off the bat. Oh, fart. Fart. You can just clip the corner of the loading zone. It kind of looks like Brian's walking into a wall there. I'm walking in circles now. Already at 24, that's really good on agility. I guess I got infinite bats. These are the 4 sovereigns. That's good. I haven't seen a marionette. Well, okay, there we go. It was like I haven't seen a marionette or a frog yet. Oh, that one kind of hurt. Oh, triple miss. I just don't want to get pelted for 6 or 7. I pass my turn just because I move in the wrong direction. Yeah, it would be really not fortunate if I were to die. I might be pretty salty about that. Might say something like, darn it, or, oh rats, or, that really sucks. So, something like that, I know. pass. Oops. Then we'd be good on agility. Problem is I don't quite know where the line is. Like I can guess where the arena kind of must have been. But it's just difficult without seeing the line. I'll not agility glitch that, so I can now see the lines again. Well, again, as in for the first time. Just drowning in riches on spirit experience there. All of these, 5 bad encounters I've seen. I don't need them. Already at 46 agility, that's really nice. Although I can't seem to, well, I guess 46 agility means it's gonna have a lot of misses. One more round should get me. That should be enough. Fingers crossed, anyway. Oh, well, I guess I'm not gonna have that extra honey bread. That's not good. Guess that's the one way I lose the fight. 7. Wow, I just cannot get Saul into long range. 122. I'm actually probably dead. Unless I can finally get... Yep, can't get him to long range and he hasn't missed yet. That is so frustrating. Oh, he missed. Alright, well, I guess all's well that ends well. So, hooray, I guess? Unfortunately, this is taking a while to spawn a fight. Oh my gosh, look at all the time I'm wasting. I don't know I don't even know why I'm talking. I mean, I do already have 54 agility, which I pretty much don't have to agility glitch anymore for a while. I just feel frustrated for a lot of different reasons right now. We're gonna lose so much time. It's gonna be like 32 minutes to get to gold. Minimum 32, probably even more than that. I had to pause there for a second, it's like I'm gonna put it into water by mistake. I should probably get this. That was a really good Glen troll, so maybe we'll do like a high 31. Guess who's missing all of our splits? This jerk. Oh my gosh. Now the two-step fights, they are upon me. They wish to consume me. This might actually be better than I thought it would be. When Muffy's hit me once. I always wanted this to be like a mid-32 and this will be a mid-31. going the wrong direction. But thankfully I got a couple of cases at work that are finally finishing up. So hopefully, you know, there might be a little bit of not as much stress on that end. But I guess at the same time, the other half of it is, it seems like the work is so feast or famine. It gets really busy for a while. I maybe should have taken it, left the skeleton. I probably would have large but if he was close enough that it might have a good chance it would do so. I mean, probably further away and could have revenue would have been better too. I could have not, but it's not a huge deal. Just things to think about out loud. For a little bit. These are more faster to grind on than blood gels. They only appear by themselves. Whoops, in the earliest part. Too low on health. Like, yeah, I've taken a couple minutes to grind those fights out, but I'm already at 75. Now 76. Already at 18 health, yeah, MP, yeah. I can say words. Words are hard. Nice. This is a perfect spot to hit all three of them at once. Oh my gosh, it's so hard to open these treasure chests. Nice, I actually hit all 5 of them to hit me. Very nice. And here's actually a thing that you'd think wouldn't save you much time. Kind of like a hidden fringe benefit of the agility glitch is that I don't have to always be worried about topping off my health. I can walk around at half health because I know that, you know, if an enemy tries to attack me, I'm gonna have the first turn. And there's a not unreasonable chance that I can either run away, I can heal, I can get far enough away that they won't be able to hit me with many or any of their attacks, etc. Wasn't quite it. It took a while. That wasn't good. I actually didn't get only I only got hit once. That's not what I want to have happen. Here there be dragons. I'm pretty much always going to fight right here. There's 19 MP as well. Very nice. I'm not actually doing that badly on time. It's gonna be like 48:10, maybe 05. It's a surprisingly long walk. You might have been able to see out of bounds there. And that's gonna be very below 10, 10, yeah, 10. Might even be like 12. Oh, 10 exactly. Although, with the split, it's gonna be 12. Split a second or so late, not a big deal. Ba-ba-ba-ba-da. Up to 67 points of agility. Oh no, it's Papa Smurf. Hop of health from the North Pole. Alright, here we go. Two. Thank you for the miss. Oh, fudge. Five. That's looking really bad for a bit. Six. Nine. Oh wow, already dead. Expecting to take one more. So in All Spirits, we have to make a second trip here to Dawn, trying to pick up 2 spirits that are not accessible in the first trip. All 3 of these are worth it. Healing potion, a replica, and a hero's drink. There's a chest with a golden amulet in there, but there's no spirits. Just flush that through the fast way. No talking to Layla necessary. We do have escape, so I will be using it. At the end of the first path, I should get Rock Shower. For at least a little bit of Blue Cave 1. Yeah, so there's this, I think I've mentioned this a couple streams ago, but there's this client who's like, you know, is just I was sending the case plan as far as like how much, you know, what we're gonna do and how much everything's gonna cost and everything. And it's like, you know, send the case plan, I mean, it's not cheap, I mean, it's, you know, it was close to 20,000. It's like, and the client's like, why is this 20,000? I need to talk about the case. Like, can we schedule a half-an-hour call to discuss the case? Like, it's like, I can't say this part, but like, that's kind of the reason why it's gonna cost $20,000 is because every time we have to ask you something, there's a long-winded diatribe where you gotta talk about blah 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 for half an hour, and all that time we are billing you for all of that time, so it's like it's gonna add up. You know, the saying goes, you know, $100 here and $100 there, and eventually you will be talking about real money. There'll probably be some whining about, you schedule a half an hour to assign a task to somebody else. It's like, well, I spent a half an hour in order to test the data, to figure out what I wanted to do with the data. And then I sent it to somebody who will process the data faster than I will, at a rate that is lower than my billable rate. So it probably comes out in your favor. What do you want to do? Do you want me to spend, you know, half an hour on my time, and then it takes somebody at a rate that's, you know, 20% less than mine, 2/3 of the time that it would take me to schedule the data, because that's what she does, is process the data, and is really good at it. And knows a lot of tricks that even I have. You know, plus the fact that, you know, I have other projects to work on. This way for Spirit. Where it's like, you know, this is making sure that, you know, I'm taking a little bit of time to schedule tasks onto somebody else, so that while I'm working on things that only I can do, because, you know, this is, a lot of stuff is stuff that nobody else in the office can do, I guess, except for like the CEO and the calculations, but the CEO no longer really does the day-to-day casework and analysis. Just does the high-level meeting with clients and final reviews and that kind of stuff, just kind of guidance, and makes the judgment calls and signs the reports. And does like meetings with clients and such. Serves like as like the public face, but doesn't do a lot of the in the weeds. Yeah, it's like I got a shower here. So that's kind of what it's like. It's like, you know, so you say you need this done in 3 weeks, so we'll try to have it done in 3 weeks. But it's like, you gotta trust that, you know. And also was whining about, or am I being charged for both of your time here on this call while you the two of you are talking with it? It's like, well, yes, although I'm not going to say that flat out. But let's look at it this way. It's either we both call you at the same time, and any communication can be cleared up. I can find out what I need, you know, and phrase it with have me and the case manager there, and so we can, you know, communicate as needed. You can make sure that everybody's got all the information, or you can just meet with the case manager and just get billed for that. And then the case manager's gonna have to talk to me. You're gonna get billed for both of our time there. And then there's probably gonna be something that wasn't explained properly, or some other piece of information that I needed that some other piece of information that I need. So I'm gonna have to tell that back to the case manager, and the case manager have to go get back to you, and all that time you're gonna be racking up more billable hours. So just like you might not think it. I mean, I get it. You don't want to pay more than you don't want to be, you know, bilked, you know, for every billable hour. You know, want to watch us racking up the billable hours, but in another sense, this is just kind of have this, you know, with the case manager, because, you know, we bill by the quarter hour, so it's still a little bit of time, because we did have to make a call to each other and discuss something. And it was just like, well, like if that comes up, just be like, in the long run, it's gonna save you money to have it done that way, because you're gonna pay one way or the other. Because there's only, I mean, so there's, I think there's 9 of us right now. You know, and there's really 2 of us doing most of the full-time billable analysis. We've got, you know, 2 more people who together are probably 1 full-time person who do case management and a little bit of analysis. We have 2 people who do, you know, the administrative, marketing, and other non-billable stuff. So none of theirs time is billable. We have 1 person who kind of comes in sort of on a contract basis and just helps out with, you know, some of the coding work. We've got, you know, the data processing specialist, who's mostly billable, but also only does the data processing stuff, and I do some of the data processing as well. Like, I also do some data processing and data entry tasks. I kind of do, like, if she's backed up or anything, then I will take over for that, because I kind of like to do it, and most of the other people don't. And also, our data processing specialist actually works remotely from out of state. And so sometimes there's data tasks that need to be done, like, on site, and then I generally end up doing those. Oh, I totally missed that split quite a while back. Yeah, if somebody comes in with, like, a banker's box of bank statements, then I'll be the one who scans them in and records them. Because, you know, in order to get them to the point where our specialist can do the inventory and enter it into the spreadsheets that we use, you know, we gotta actually have it on our servers and you know, backup and everything. Ah, my fingers are... I guess I'm just... getting worn down. So, I guess I'm just raving a little bit about work, ranting just a bit. Yeah, but it's like, but also I think I said that kind of alluded to this before, but it's just like, you said you needed this done really by the end of the month. So, you know, it makes sense for me to spend a little bit of my time, maybe not directly advancing your project, but still getting it set up so that other people can, so that, you know, can parallelize your task. If I'm scheduling the documents, that means I'm not running the analysis side of things. Which means that if I can get the analysis done, that means that nobody's getting the review done. We're not getting to the end product. So it's just... and just because, and I think got the fish, baby rage. I only have I mean, I still have almost 74 agility, so it's not a huge deal, but I did lose out on like 4 points for Nifty. Why, once again, missing my splits. That was so close to being like 6 rocks. It's 2. Which is still not bad for Nifty. That's not bad. Seven. Just out of an abundance of safety, I'm gonna do this. Nice, good fight. I think another thing that gets overlooked is that just because a lawyer is billing, or an accountant or whatever, is billing you $200 an hour does not mean that they're taking home anywhere close to $200 an hour. I can assure you I don't get paid anywhere close to my billable rate, just because there's, you know, overhead and administrative staff who's just almost never going to be billable. And obviously there's, time that's, each have administrative overhead. I have, a share of administrative tasks, and we have, team meetings that, aren't going to generally be billed to the client. There's time that we do that ends up not being productive, ends up getting written off, or There we go, finally. Got the kills. Now before we head on to Limeland, where we will actually visit today, gotta stop and pick up Bing Ching's most favorite spirit, TM. Oops. Enjoy, nice and spicy. The Fishman, also known as I'm Slower Than Molasses, on a colder winter day. Fish. And turtles too. I'm gonna get frozen. It's gonna happen, I'm gonna get frozen. Oh, did I call it? I called it. I knew I was gonna get frozen. Sure enough, I got frozen. Thankfully, escape was on my side. Almost an island. I'm not gonna split until I leave one. And I'll split when I enter, why not? Yeah, whatever. I'll split when I leave. Wings. I know you don't have to go down there. Oh, it's further this way. It's like, I know you don't have to go further down there. You don't have to go down there. Didn't realize it was further that way. That was Ria's mistake. Yeah, so this is also kind of a tutorial on like where all the spirits are, because a lot of them are like, what? There's a spirit there of all places? Last spirit's in this room. Well, the last spirit in line is in this room. Obviously, there are plenty more to go. I want to say there's another 37 spirits to pick up. There are some extra healing items in the armory, but I just don't need them. Like, any percent is already safe enough. With the amount of healing items that I get and having the extra spirits just make it even more safe. So I don't need them. Plus there's still Shaman to pick up. The only thing different about this part is, well, I miss me missing the splits. Go Rhea. Go Miss Rhea. Sweet 6 points of MP experience. The heals are really flipping amazing. Not gonna lie. Close enough. I should at least remember one of my splits. For goodness sake. Or maybe for badness sake, I don't know. I should have tried to cast escape. I mean, thankfully I got out because I was close enough, but it was just a mistake on my part. I think I saw like the median time between fights is like 7 seconds. I don't know if we have the mean time between fights. Like the median time is like 7 seconds, and like the 90th percentile is like 14 seconds. That's not counting up, obviously, whenever there's a no encounter part of the map. Like we're coming up on here just after 1 or 2 more fights. Or after no more fights. Yeah, that's the median. 50%, that's the 50th percentile. Is something like 7 seconds. Which is to say about half the time they'll take less than 7 seconds, and about half the time they'll take more. Which is not the same as the mean, which is the arithmetic average. Or the first moment, if you want to get all, you know, technical in your jargon. Talk about the first central moment of the distribution of time between encounter. So like up here, there's no encounters. While you're walking up there, there's no encounters over here, this sphere. But once I head to where there are encounters, like right about here, there will be an encounter pretty shortly, because it's still building up the steps since last encounter. It's just, you can't get into an encounter. If that makes any sense whatsoever. Probably doesn't. Well, that's okay. Almost a shelf. I thought I was able to get out. So you do want to, whenever you can get through, when you can get out, you always want to run as far in the direction of where you're heading as possible, just to minimize the number of steps you're taking that are, where you could potentially get into another encounter. Alright, well, the name is Shelf, and you all know what that rhymes with, so let's just get on with it. Should take like 5 more rocks. Unfortunately, they all fell down, so they all fell down the hole and increased lag, and none of them hit. Absolutely wonderful. Just out of an abundance of safety. I have extra healing potions out the butt, so why not? Just 4 more. Okay, that's like... I think it's just 1 more rock and I should be dead. Ow. Alright. Not the worst. Already up to 98 agility, that's nice. That's actually not that's not for safety. That is to actually set up for a second death warp that we do in this category. Because of Shamwood. Up to 100 agility now. So now that we have 48 in water, we'll start putting in fire. You can see with all those water spirits, my heals are quite powerful now. There's not much extra going on. There's just 2 spirits that we have to pick up and that we don't pick up, that I don't get at any percent. I like to get this spirit just because with the agility lets you rarely get any more than 1 fight, so I feel like it's worth the 5 seconds it takes. one more spirit over, and that spirit is over this way. Make a... Oh, that's beautiful, getting those all 5 of those hits. Great for MP training. Oh, I thought it was out. Alright, now we're heading through Boil Hole. Of course, our first encounters are rocky, but I don't care. Thank you, Agility Glitch, for giving me more than 80 agility at this point in the game. Thank you, Escape, for working. I don't need the Dragon's Potion. I'm gonna save 3 seconds and not get it. I mean, just because we'll get to Shamwood and I'll be able to pick up even more. That is super annoying. You can see how, I mean, I'm sure everybody knows how slow these a-holes are. You failed me, Escape. The one time I needed you, you failed me. You have failed me for the last time. Force choke. We're about halfway through Boil Hole at this point, maybe a little bit less. Maybe not quite halfway through Boil Hole, but like halfway to Fargo. Hooray, initiative glitch, I guess. And that wasn't intentional. That was just me healing and accidentally-ing it. Alright, there is a spirit in this open area. There's two spirits in Boil Hole. One of them's after Fargo. The other one is to the left after this next kind of loop around. It is over there. I don't get that in... I haven't been getting that in any percent. Oops, oh my gosh, trying to hug that wall. Or try to clip that as close as possible, and now... Here there be dragons. Thankfully they always appear behind magmafish. And therefore, even though they are faster than you, I mean, you always get to, they basically have to waste their turn flying right in front of a magmafish every time. Got a couple more turns to go, and then we'll be at... I think I gotta go one more little path to the south, and then one more path heading to the east, and then we should be at Fargo. I think. I don't think there's another path. Oh, yeah, here we are, Fargo. One. So close to being like 5 there, but nope, just 1. I wasn't at full health. Hopefully that doesn't bite me in the posterior. Five. Eight. Not bad. Decent fight. Alright, so we'll be getting into Viragoon more here very shortly. Well, eventually we'll be getting there. It's kind of a long path. Not gonna lie, it's pretty long. It is, yeah. I've done plenty of All Spirits with glitches runs before. Like, these are really the first time that anybody's really done NMG just glitchless or full glitches for the most part. Oh yeah, first run with these splits. So I need to actually pick 2 more spirits up. But really it was important for me to enter the town for reasons that will become explained shortly. I should have passed my turn for agility glitch. That was a mistake on my part. Yeah, if you hug that wall really tightly, you shouldn't be able to get into an encounter on the bridge. I must have either gotten really unlucky or didn't hold it tightly enough. This is an intentional death. There's Walt's outpost. And now we have to go to Shamwood. A place that hasn't probably been seen on Twitch in a very long time, because nobody's done an All Spirits run since, you know, the Dark Ages. Maybe even longer than that, maybe since the Stone Ages. There's one spirit hidden really well in the desert. Hopefully I find it without too much difficulty, but unfortunately it's daytime, which makes it harder to see. Should be just over this hill. Yep, there it is. Okay, I see it now. It's like dead center of the desert. La 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 la. So there are 10 spirits in Shamwood. Let's see if I remember where they all are. Yeah, a couple of NPCs make reference to some hidden city in the desert. Like, there are a couple clues, plus it's like, hey, maybe I should go explore all this desert of Dindum Dries that's like, doesn't seem to be anything there. Probably shouldn't have put that in wind, but it's not a huge deal. It's nice to know I already have 24 MP, though. So if I'm on the count, that should be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 spirits so far. Almost at the top. And in this room you see not 1, not 2, but that's right, 4 spirits right there in that room. And then one more over here makes 10. So entering entering Barragoon Moor makes it so that when I cast Return, it'll send me back here. Or sorry, entering Brannock Town. So we have 95 of the 98 spirits. The last 3 are still upon us. One more spirit there, that's 96. Look at me, remembering my splits like a boss. $105 agility. Not bad. Ba-ba-da-na-na-na. Pick up a dragon's potion, and then spirit number 97 is in this room. La 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 la. Should be getting to guilty very soon. A rock should hit a little bit harder in this category, so hopefully it will take a little bit less time than in any percent. Wonderful. One, two, okay, that's good. Three, four, five, good. Six. Seven, eight, okay. Making progress. $12, that's really nice. 13. 14. 16. 'Should be what, one hit away. I'm gonna go for it. Get wrecked. A lot of encounters. I definitely don't need the crossroom items. I think I used 1 HP and 1 MP item on Guilty. Like, the difference in rock damage is not insubstantial. Like, in any percent I'm doing about 70 a rock, and this I'm doing a little over 90. It's like the difference between 26 and only 20 rocks. I don't really need all of these items. It's force of habit picking them up. Time for some hideout by Dad. But first, Ryan's a chest. We did it. Hi Dad, bye Dad. PKP! Well, that's just a fan-flippin-tastic start. Alright, that's 3. That's not bad. This could come back to bite me. Another 3 rocks, though. I'm absolutely gonna safety heal there. Seven out of 11. Nine. Alright, I'm just gonna use Water Pillar. It's already done like 1800 damage. Get wrecked. Up, up, oh my gosh. That's harder than you think. It's time for WOM. The World of Mammon. I think we can still... I'm thinking this is probably going to be a 2-7... High 217 is my guess. Oh my gosh. I actually do outspeed these. They only have 100 agility. It's kind of what I'm thinking, just... High 217, low 218. Unfortunately, these have 110. Oh, I only have 106 agility, so I don't quite outspeed the Spriggans. Unfortunate. And these a-holes have 130. And not healing right away is how you die in this place. And you can definitely tell that they were like... I was like, oh, another just judgment. I could have gotten out, but it's not a big deal. I have healing potions to burn. That's why I don't really mind spending a healing fudge. You shouldn't get an encounter in this room ever. I just didn't hug the wall tightly enough. That was a mistake on my part. And another... Oh, okay. So and another pinhead, but no, it's double judgment. Nope. Harder than you think to go in the room. Yeah, I think it's going to be a 218. We got quite a few fights. Had to heal a bunch. It's probably going to be about 2 more minutes until we get to Mammon. And it'll be questionable whether or not I can clear out Mammon in 2 minutes. If we get to Mammon at 216 flat, which is not unreasonable, like actually start the fight there, we might be able to get through it in 2 minutes. Yeah, we should get to Mammon by 216 for sure. I would say there's less than I'd say there's only about a minute left until Mammon. Shouldn't get into any more encounters. Oh yeah, easily making it sub 216. We might actually, okay. Well, we might actually get the sub 218 after all. 2.5 minutes, I think, is. And what is it? 220. Or... not getting good rocks. That was decent. Okay, we're like 10 out of 25. Ish. Alright, he's dead. Alright. 217.37. I'll take that.